Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So today we're going to be taking out a 3,000 point Imperial Guard army fighting against the Blood Angels 3,000 points. So just kind of trying the various different armies out. So this is a modified version of the army that came with the DLC for the Imperial Guard. So we'll go over them really quick and we'll jump in. So what we have here is two tank commanders to start off with. One is just kind of running the basic Lehman Russ. So the Lehman Russ is here. The basic one just has the battle cannon, which is still pretty decent. Armor piercing 4. It's got some splash, so it's good for armored targets a little bit. Las cannon gives you a bit more punch on harder targets. We've got a bolter on this one. The other one, we've got plasma cannons instead. So for abilities, we've got the well ordered. So we've got the battle lines. We want to have these guys connected with the other units, although that might be a bit harder because they've kind of got different roles. So shock and awe. Battle line, you get +1 range stability, plus 10% damage, which is pretty decent, not fantastic. 10% damage is, quite a bit. It's not a huge amount when you're talking about most things doing 20 some odd damage. 2 extra is not that big a deal. But when you're getting to like some of the big stuff, 100 damage, okay, now that's doing quite a bit. Pound them to dust, we get double shots on something for less accuracy, so that's definitely interesting. Does this cost me 1 action or 2? Hopefully just 1. Blitz them. Target friendly vehicle within 2 tiles gains plus 10% grazed chance when attacked. I don't see how long it lasts. It's probably just 1 turn. If it's a Lehman Russ or Rogel Dorn, so that's pretty much the only Imperial Guard tanks, it also gets the Blitz ability. I don't know what the Blitz ability does because it's not described here, so we'll find out for that as well. I'm assuming it probably does something for movement, but I'm not sure. We've got 1 unit of Cassacrin, and these guys do have the upgraded volley guns, which can actually be pretty effective with the overcharged salvos. So we're running with 2 Rogel Dorn battle tanks. So I think both of them have the standard cannon, the oppressor cannon on there, which is pretty good armor piercing, quite a bit of damage. And then it's even got some splash, so that's pretty cool. This one is running the Gatling cannon. If anything gets in close, we can kind of gun that down. We've also got the bolter and the stubber, so quite a bit of close range damage potential there. For this one, we're still running the main cannon, but instead of the Gatling cannon, we've got a pulverizer cannon, so that will do a bit better damage up close. We do want to get a bit closer for this one. And then we've got the bolter and stubber. We're running with 1 Basilisk for some artillery support. We've got a lot of variety here in the Lehman Russes. You can see there's basically 4 different variants of the Lehman Russes depending on the main gun, and you can still mess with the secondary guns as well. So you've got the Bolter, Flamer, Plasma, and Melta options here. So the first one we have here is the Punisher, so it's running with the Gatling Cannon. It's also running Flamer, so this one is mainly anti-infantry, but it does also have a las cannon, so it can do some damage as well. This one is the standard Lehman Russ battle tank. So it's got the standard cannon. We've got the bolters and the stubbers, so kind of whatever fit in for the points, basically. Not sure about this one, the Demolisher. So it's got a decent amount of damage. It's got a lot of splash. Armor piercing's okay. Range is quite short, but then we're also running the Melta on this. So I think the combo is good because you want to get in close. This is more armored targets. You can take out maybe like heavily armored infantry with this, but more kind of armored target focused, and then the las cannon. And then we have one of the anti-vehicle ones, kind of like I used in the last battle. So it's got the Vanquisher battle cannon on there, which is really good at long range, plasma guns, and the las cannon. We've got the Sentinel with plasma guns. We have 1 Cadian shock troop with the bayonets just because it fit for points, and 1 Chimera with flamers. So we do have a little bit of infantry to deal with stuff that rushes in. We've got anti-artillery, we've got anti-artillery, or anti-infantry artillery, we've got anti-infantry tanks. So it'll be interesting. I think we could probably drop the infantry and just change out the weapons on the tanks maybe, but not sure. We'll see how it goes. I just have to kind of remember as we play like the different gear for the tanks. They will look slightly different, but probably not a whole lot different. Anyway, we're going to set up a skirmish. We're going to fight to the death playing against the Blood Angels. We're going to do it on the place of challenge, the big map, so we have a bit of an open area to kind of deal with. We'll see how that goes. I think it'll be interesting. So we're doing 3,000 points. That's the correct army. For Blood Angels, let's pick something. This one's not bad. This might be better. Yeah, this is a pretty nasty... Well, this is probably kind of the exact opposite we want to fight. Lots and lots of plasma guns. I'm going to go ahead and face this off. But the 4 plasma gunners, like that is... that's going to be rough for us with lots of vehicles. So yeah, let's make sure we get the right map. And we'll jump in. So I feel like this is a very good counter army for the Blood Angels to use against us. So we'll see how it goes. Just the yeah, dealing with all of those Hellblasters are going to be a problem. Hopefully my artillery can help with that. In case you heard the clinking, it's also crazy hot as I'm recording this, sitting here in front of the fan. Lots of ice in my glass here, trying to stay alive in the heat. Okay, well, these are quite a bit bigger than I expected, actually. These Rogaldorns. Actually, I didn't really look to see like how much armor and health they have, so that's interesting. So we do have the Chimera, so we can use you for something. We just have the basic dudes. I can't get both of you in the Chimera, I don't think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I can only have 11 models total. So I'm going to put the guys with the hot shots, the Kasserkin, over with the Chimera. I think running up the side is probably not the best choice. Artillery, I think we want you more central. So let's put the Basilisk about here. We definitely want one of the commanders with the big ones. So we kind of have some tanks that might want to roll close to the enemy and some that want to stay back. So we might want to split up that way. Because we do want to have the commanders. The commanders are a little hard to tell apart. So there's a commander, there's a commander. So you've got the plasma cannons. Okay, so you're actually like the better commander, theoretically. So we've got standard Lehman Russ. Oh, it doesn't actually tell me. So that's Lehman Russ. That's Vanquisher. That's the Gatling cannon. That's the Demolish. So these guys are the close range guys. All right. Probably want to do a little bit of scouting. Here's probably fine to just run up. What I might do... I just want a good solid core front. Let me do this. I'll have you guys stay together for now, at least. And then we'll have you assist with them. So I'll have the commander in the back of these guys. And then we'll take a little bit wider angle over here with you guys. Don't have a lot of units, so we're just gonna, kind of do what we can.
Right here,
Okay, while I'm thinking about it, let's take a look. So the Rogaldorn, 9 armor and 500 health, so that is pretty darn beefy. So we want to be taking hits on you guys, and maybe buffing like the chance of getting grazes with my tank commander on these guys. That seems like a really appropriate way to use them. You guys, load up.
Action.
So we can use the Chimera to scout over here. We'll use the Sentinel to scout on the other side. That's kind of my idea. We've got... I didn't really move you guys up.
Next, sir?
So just run. That's fine, whatever. You're going to be kind of useless in this battle, honestly. You are 100% expendable. Sentinel, we're going to run up and grab some cover. We shouldn't see anything anytime soon. This is a fairly big map, as you can kind of see. We're just kind of moving up to here. So still quite a ways to go before we're going to see enemies. Probably at another turn before we see anything, depending on how much we can move. Basilisk, maximum is 15, which is pretty darn far, but we still probably want to move up. And the Overwatch here, I'm assuming, is just the heavy bolter. We're not overwatching with the Earthshaker cannon. I don't think that's a thing. I could be wrong, but I would be surprised. Let's fly on out here. I'm assuming the Chimera is way faster than my tanks.
Carrying the load.
Keep an eye out. Okay, so For our abilities, double shots, graze, cooldown. Yeah, it's got to be just the one turn that it lasts. So movement-wise, 4, 4. Okay, so we can kind of keep up. That's fine. Let's just run everybody on up here. So we have the Vanquisher here, which is more of the long-range anti-vehicle shots. The other two can get a little closer.
Got your armor right here, sir.
Let's run you wide for now. We don't know where the enemy is really going to have most of their forces, but we want to be able to kind of crush whatever's in the area we're at. You guys want to be the ones that get closer to the enemy, probably.
Rogel Dawn crew ready.
So let's shift over a little bit, I think. I can move a little further with these guys because they've got extra actions, being the commanders. And I'm just going to move you up here. I don't think, because indirect fire really shouldn't matter for like whether we can see or not. I think our base accuracy is going to be based more on like distance to target, so I don't think the terrain in the way is going to matter. So just out of curiosity, yeah, so it's just my heavy bolter that we'd be overwatching with, so never mind. Let's just move on up. Alright. I feel like I have a very small army, so I'm a little concerned that we have a lot of really high-value targets that could absolutely get beamed from pretty long distance with those plasma guns and stuff by the Marines.
New targets just showed up. Enemies fortifying nearby.
Okay, still a decent amount of distance. Let's take, well, yeah, let's run up here just to see if we spot anything. It should be pretty unlikely at this point. I think I'm just going to hunker down right here for the turn. I can't really move a whole lot more. You guys run in behind. Probably end up moving everybody over. I'd like to kind of set up in here. They could have stuff out this way we could advance on. We might want to be looking more that direction or straight on from here. So I kind of would like the Vanquisher. If we go here, we could actually shoot, because you're optimal 7, which is pretty darn far. Yeah, let's just set you up there, and we've got vision on either side, potentially. So I can't even, so that's 7. Let's push it out. Nah, let's go 7. That's pretty far. I'd like to get vision a little bit further up, because we can't even see that far. If the Chimera takes some hits, it's kind of okay. Sort of keep an eye on things. We've got slight cover, kind of, depending on the angle the enemy might be approaching from. Okay. Rogel Dorn. Throw you in here. So your gun, 6. Set that up. Gonna have the commander come in behind cover. And actually, just look down. Are you actually sticking your head out of the tank all the time? Yes, you are. Look at that. We can actually sort of jump up on the terrain a little bit and get a better view. I think for Overwatches, we only fire the main gun. We won't shoot anything else, because everything else is on a cooldown, so free shots and stuff. So your main gun, 5. Sure. We'll just set everybody kind of an optimal, just in case things do rush in at us. I don't think it's too likely. And we have a standard. We'll park you here and have you kind of watch that direction, I think. So just kind of looking out that way. And I think we'll bring these guys up as well. I don't think we necessarily have to connect, but not the worst idea in the world.
Got your armor right here, sir.
Commander... Let's take the cover with the commander.
Rolling out.
Yeah, we'll just set optimal. These guys do want to be a bit closer. We could have one of you cut over, I think. Yeah, we'll do
Rolling
that.
out.
So we'll have the big minigun guy over here for the moment with the flamer. Optimal's 2, maximum 5. We'll set it up like 4 just in case they do try to jump anything in. I don't think it's too likely
Ready
at
to
this
win the
point.
war, sir.
You take the front. Big old, like, practically super heavy tank. Not quite.
Let 'em try.
So I'm just going to set up a ton of overwatches. And you've got the Demolisher and the Melta. I do want to keep you in formation, but it doesn't really... Like, the bonus is extra accuracy, potentially, from the stability, and a little bit of damage. So it's not a huge deal. What's your gun range? Optimal's 3. Alright, you can hang out here, just in case. They might jump some stuff forward, or some land speeders might come ahead, you never know. And I'll push it out to 4, just in case. Artillery, we don't have any targets, nothing to shoot at. Question is just where do I want to be? Like I said, I don't think the intervening terrain matters. So I might just leave you where you are. Because I think there's also an ability if I don't move. I think. Okay, when damaging, it's only when I damaged that I get the accuracy. So I have to damage somebody, then I get an accuracy bonus, but then when I move, I lose it. So it does stack, but I do lose that. So at this point, I haven't damaged anything. I might as well move up. Although, like I said, optimal is 10. That's about midfield. So yeah, we probably do want it further up. So let's go ahead and move in. I'm going to go ahead and move you next to my commander as well. Gives me the potential damage bonus and stuff. And I might as well overwatch with the bolter. Yeah, because it's bolter or Earthshaker cannon. Alright, that's everybody. So we have a nice big armored fist on the left there. We'll see how that goes. I do kind of need spotting because I've got my guys have pretty long range. Okay, that's over on the right side of the map. No, it's not. It's on the left. Okay. Thought we were looking at the right side there before it zoomed out. Tagged me quite a bit with a heavy bolter there.
New targets just showed up.
Something's kind of in the middle there.
Enemies fortifying nearby.
We just don't have the vision, potentially. There might be stuff that's in range, but we just don't have vision on it. Let's take a look, shall we?
Sentinel on the move.
Because there was kind of something like right in the middle there, so I'm kind of curious. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of these guys. So you are a threat. That's true. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of guys. I don't see plasma guns. We do have a nice big cluster of infantry here I could try to target with my artillery. Yeah, that might be our best option here.
Earthshaker is ready.
I could take a look over here, though, first.
Chimera transport
I did
ready.
take a bit of damage. I do have the flamer and everything right now. We could run up, tag these guys a bit. See what else we see. Okay. There's some plasma guns. I could rush in and flame, but I've only got really one target over here, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's just light him up with the multi-laser. Okay, let's hope that we take out one there. We almost got him. I could move in and burn. It would definitely kill the one guy, but it wouldn't really do anything to the Predator. We can only hit a couple things, so... we could bail out, take shots at the Hellblasters. So since I see the Hellblasters, that's tempting as a target. But, like, there could be other infantry that I can't see back here. So if we miss, we might still do some damage to somebody. Or we could fire a bunch of shots over here. As we could fire 3 shots. What's my chance to hit? 59. Yeah, 59 is not bad. If we could throw a bunch of fire into here. Yeah, let's just send it, because we know there's at least some guys over here. We can soften them up. Hey, nice. Actually wanted them as a main target. If we hit one, we're likely to hit and do some damage to somebody else. So yeah, we basically got a couple hits on them, softened up the aggressors. Bunch of damage on the Inceptor, which is actually pretty good. So we might want to just use our plasma gun on you. Back off, although after we see what happens. Okay, wipe them out. So that's one Inceptor squad completely dead. They do have, all these guys do have the plasma pistols, and I do really like the plasma pistols. They do a lot of damage. So we do have the anti-infantry guys over here. The question is, what do we want to focus with our other guns? Probably the dreadnoughts. Yeah, you got a melt-a-gun. You probably, yeah, you've also got a melt-a-gun. Tanks are bad for infantry, can do some damage to the rest of us, but primarily we probably want to focus down the dreadnoughts as a priority. So, what are we going to do? Mr. Commander, how about let's go double shots on the Vanquisher.
I need you firing now. Whose day are we ruining today, sir?
And I could move in and get a pretty good shot on that dreadnought right from there. So that's what I'm going to do. 75%.
On the way.
Nice. Instant death. A little bit of damage to you. We still have the plasma guns and the las gun. Las gun's 5, plasma's 4. I kind of want to rush in so I could get the plasma shots maybe on the Hellblasters before they can do anything. It's kind of what I'm tempted to do at this point. Is that bright? Probably not. So this one's 5. So we're at optimal range if we just want to tag you with the las cannon. 55% is pretty bad. 60% of the Hellblasters, maybe I'd just go for the Hellblasters. 39, yeah, we definitely want to go a bit wider. Let's move out. Pushing up really aggressively here, probably more than I should. Plasma guns, 47%. Why is that so bad? We're at optimal. No, we're not. We're one further. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, chance to hit's really bad there. I wonder if it's because of him in the way? Huh. So we could definitely damage the aggressors pretty badly. Las cannon, 63%. 68. I got 80, 80. Let's tag you with the las cannon.
Impedance acknowledged.
Nice. Got the 2 shots. So I should get double shots with the plasma guns as well. So yeah, it's tempting to just nuke the crap out of these guys. But I really need to kill the Hellblasters. That's what I'm going to go for. Okay, we missed some of the shots, but I did take out one of them and do some damage. You're now stuck way out in front, which is probably not ideal. We could use my ability, or we can move in and shoot. I think we want to move in and shoot. So main gun is 5, las gun's 5, plasma's 4. Over on this side, there aren't great targets. So my main gun does have some splash. We could go for the plasma gunners. I think that makes sense. Fire the battle cannon at them.
We're taking fire.
Okay, killed another couple. Las cannon. We could definitely zap one of them off their feet, but we could just use the plasma and finish them off. Let's hit the land speeder with the plasma cannon.
Taking fire.
Good hit. Or with the las cannon. Plasma guns. Yeah, take out those Hellblasters. It's a bit overkill, but we got it done. Like I said, we can still bail these guys out and shoot something. So that's still an option. We could also move in and flame, but I don't know that I really want to do that. Got the hotshot volley guns, which are actually pretty good. Let me see what else I can do with the tanks first. I think we want to focus most of my fire down over here now because we took out the plasma gunners, so that was kind of my main concern. So your main gun, optimal range is 6. So I would like, yeah, if we can get a good shot on that other dreadnought over there. Can't really move much. Let's take our shot. Alright, I mean, that was not awesome. 90 to 120, so I mean, we did some damage. So this gun, cooldown's 3 on it. Optimal's 2. Could definitely light these guys up. We've got pretty good shot chance, even though it's a bit out of our range. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take it. Little minigun action. Heavy bolters. Let's also hit them. Softening them up. We've also got the stubber. Stubber's not going to do jack, really. To pretty much any of these guys, but it's an impressive amount of firepower. Softened them up a bit.
Nothing we can't handle.
And we have a standard Lehman Russ. So I think for you, we also just want to go for the Dreadnought. I could probably finish him off with the las cannon, honestly. Let's fire up the las cannon. See if we can land the shot. 86%. Nice. A little bit of extra damage there. Damaging the Inceptors pretty badly. Tell you what, bolters, take them out. Okay, barely got him. We did get him. So I still have the main battle cannon. I'm actually surprised we're doing this much damage. We kind of pushed in pretty aggressively. So the main battle cannon, we know you guys took a bit of a beating, but not crazy amount. We've got a good shot chance on a couple of them. Could also go for you, but shot chance isn't great. Out over here, the tank. Don't have a great shot chance. Yeah, let's just light up these guys that got hit the most. The battle cannon.
Under fire!
A little bit of splash there. Yeah, do some good damage. These aren't even my anti-infantry guys, it's just the splash damage from the big guns. So, pretty nice to see. So, we still have some options. I don't know that I want to roll anybody else over to the left. So, I think what I'm going to do...
Transport, awaiting orders.
Let's dump my guys off.
With precision.
So, optimal range here is 4. We're already at optimal, so we can do a lot of damage. We could even overcharge. But I think now that we're kind of safe,
We'll get you
my Chimera is kind of expendable at this point. So I want vision, but I'm also going to burn these guys.
Taking fire. Taking hits.
So a little bit of damage to them, then we can hit them with the Kaskrin. We can also use you to spot a little bit. Seems like everything is here. I don't see any more plasma guys. Another dreadnought, a librarian dreadnought further back. So you guys, let's just light up the Inceptors. Do I want to use my ability? Not yet. I think let's just take a regular shot at him. Let's just see what we can do. So send it.
True. Taking fire.
Oh, we didn't kill any of them. That's too bad. Hurt them. Didn't kill them. Unfortunate. I might want to actually hide behind the tank, so that's what I'm going to do. Seems like an appropriate thing to do with your infantry. You are probably screwed, but you might create a nice distraction for us. Okay, so we've done a ton of damage. Most of my priority targets now are kind of over here. We could be nice to take out the aggressors we've hurt a bit, go after the tank a little bit, but everything we've got over here is mostly close range.
Armored Sentinel, ready.
I'm not going to move him back until we do our shots and stuff.
Rogel Dawn crew ready.
So we've got the pulverizer cannon out to 5. Alright. We'll fire main gun over here at the Predator, I think. It does have good splash damage, though. It does indeed have good splash damage. But we've got the bolter, we've got the pulverizer. We could probably wreck the aggressors. Tell you what, let's worry about that. Main gun. Hit them really hard. Nice. Killed 2. One's left. The pulverizer wants us to be a little closer, as does the bolter.
Wherever you need us.
So I'm going to move up. Pulverizer. Let's hit that squad. Still alive. So they're both nearly dead. You're at 9. You're at 21. Let's see if the stubber can kill the guy at 9. Well, actually, I didn't look. It probably won't do any damage, will it? Oh, it did. Just barely enough. Okay. So bolter should be able to finish you off.
Under fire.
Yeah, no problem. Very nice. They're dangerous if they can get close. It's kind of like, yeah, let's just finish them off before they get a chance. So now you guys, you do want to get close with the melt-a-gun. So we could rush in towards you, take a las cannon shot on the way. You're more anti-infantry, though. Or no, the other one. The Demolisher.
Got your armor right here, sir.
And the Punisher.
Whose day are we ruining today,
Okay,
sir?
you're the anti-infantry guy. So let's roll up. Probably not going to put me in range much. We can. It's just really crummy. What's our max? 5. Optimal's only 2. So we probably want to just overwatch with that. Flamer's a bit short. Las cannon we can fire at something. 52% is not great. Could definitely tag an aggressor. Not bad at the Predator. Let's go for the Predator. Alright, 69% gives us a miss. So we'll just overwatch with this. These guys might want to come in close. I'm going to set it at 3. They advance up. Your range on this thing also quite short.
Got your armor right here,
Tell you
sir.
what, can I give you... Let's give you the ability to, like,
Unleashing hell.
more likely get grazed.
Whose day are we ruining today,
So,
sir?
blitz them, graze. Is there anything else? Like, it said specifically the blitz ability, but I don't see the blitz ability. Oh, blitz. Here we go. Charges through multiple enemies, dealing damage for armor piercing. Okay, interesting. It looks like that moves further than my actual movement. So I could just use that to just run out towards the enemy. Just to get really close. But I wouldn't mind like taking a las cannon shot over here instead.
Rolling out.
So we'll move up, we'll take a las cannon shot at this guy as well. Okay, that one landed at least. And then we've got the Demolisher. So we do have some Hellblasters over here as well. So we just spotted them.
Watching this area.
Kind of keep an eye on that if they try to push in. You guys, since we know they're over there,
Moving to the
let's kind
battle
of just
line.
hang out here for the moment.
First line, wait!
Most likely they'll come out to take shots here in the middle. Maybe we can move up in advance and do something with them. I just don't want to throw their lives away for nothing. And then we just got you, with one action left. But we can do a lot with an action. So we've got las cannon, we've got the main battle cannon. Where's my other commander? Okay, my other commander's not in the line. Is he? Where is he? Where's my other commander? You're out here on the flank, right? Yeah. So yeah, let's get you in so we can give all these guys the bonus for next turn. And then from here, we can decide what we want to shoot at. Main gun, possibly the aggressors. Land speeder is such a bad shot. We do have a crummy shot over here, too. Bolters, we could hit you guys. Try for the land speeder. Bit concerned about the inceptors. Chance to hit's really bad, but we do shoot a lot with this. Las cannon. Also bad shot chances, it looks like. I mean, 66 isn't awful. 95 on the aggressors, though. Yeah, let's tag him. We might just drop one. Nope, not quite. Alright, I'm going to go battle cannon on them as well,
Firing.
just to wreck their day. So we do have the one kill, the other two are quite hurt. I might be able to finish him off with the bolter if I want to do that, because we've got a good shot chance. That kind of makes the most sense, because we do have a good shot chance, so let's just do that. At least get one of them. Yeah, we got one, and the other one's nearly dead. So we did a tremendous amount of damage. We took out, what, 2 dreadnoughts, a squad of Hellblasters, 2 aggressors over here, nearly killed the 3rd aggressor, and at least one other squad of Inceptors. So we just did just a mass amount of damage there. Pretty impressive firepower on offer there. Let's see how bad we pay for it. We have done a lot of damage up front before they could really do much.
Hostiles!
Chimera's probably going to die. Alright, we got a Tech Marine. Giving some buffs to the Librarian Dreadnought there. Librarian Dreadnought is on the move. A shield, I think, on the aggressors. Starbolt are actually doing some damage to me, kind of surprising. Oh, we got an airstrike coming in. Okay, not a ton of damage, a decent amount. We were kind of lined up, but that's kind of what we do as Imperial Guard. It's the bolter. Chimera's still alive. Let's see if they just nail. No, they're going to try to go for the kill on the Chimera. Oh, still alive. Look at that. Yeah, it's like that's an odd choice of target there with your grenades, but I mean, it's a lot of armored stuff anyway. Does he get a punch off? Is he close enough? Nope. Went for the shot. If he punched, he definitely would have blown it up. 100%. Tanks here do want to get in close. Solid hit there. It's the bolter firing off, then the main guns will fire. Kind of surprised it did that much to my big heavy tank with the 9 armor I've got. This is going to hurt more. They overcharged. Oh, they went for the Sentinel. That's an odd choice. I would have figured they would go for the same target since they already damaged my big tank out front. That would be the priority. Well, now you're going to die. Do a little bit of damage there. We've lost vision, unfortunately. I'd like to push up so I could throw some artillery at those guys, but I need vision to do it. Over here, this should be fine. Like, we have plenty of tools to take these guys out. Oh, you survived with 2 health over here, buddy. Wow, okay. Alright. On this side, things are not looking great. But we could just mop these guys up without too much trouble, I think. We want to make a push. The Librarian Dreadnought's dangerous if he gets close to me, otherwise not so much. Rogel Dorn, yeah, we're down 125 health there. Okay, so you still have the double shots, if we want to use that. I might want to, actually. We could use that on the Rogel Dorn. Does anybody else have multiple? Oh, we could go double shots on this guy. Ooh, on the Punisher. That would just absolutely slaughter any infantry we shot at. But I don't really have great targets because I don't know exactly where those guys are, and I can't move up far enough to probably hit them.
Whose day are we running
Tempting,
today,
tempting. Okay. You... We already have a 76. We're actually 1 away, so it should be better if I move in. Yeah. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's start there. Okay, that does give me some vision. But I'm going to go ahead and just fire the main gun at the Predator over here. Nice. Good chunk of damage. Okay. Since I've got vision, we probably want to throw artillery back at those guys.
Basilisk crew at your command.
Let me see what my shot chance is. It is not good, 49%. We could get a bonus, 30%. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it gets us to 79%. We'll just throw it at the guy in the middle. If we miss, we might get something. Okay, nice. Direct hit. Nailed both of them pretty aggressively. That's pretty awesome. So these guys are now very softened up if we want to go after them. And we probably do.
Whose day are
For now, I'm not going to move you. Everything's on cooldown for a bit. We just have the main gun. Let's hold off on you. You could do a good amount of damage back here, potentially. Three, and we could back off. Let's do that. 80%. Okay, we just took out 3 of them. Nope, that way. Punisher, I can't get super close. We do have the Flamer on there, but I don't think I can use that either, really. Not effectively. We could flame these guys if I went to there, but then I don't know that I have any other shots at anything. I mean, we could shoot the land speeder out of the sky. Yeah, we'll do that, I guess. Start with the Flamer. Burn them both. Probably kill the aggressor up front. Okay, aggressor's down. Land speeder's pretty wrecked. What kind of shots can I get? 33%, 26%. I mean, it's still tempting because we shoot a lot with this, right? Doesn't tell me how many shots. But so 100 shots. Okay, so 100 shots. We can still land some and do some damage, probably. Let's just blitz the land speeder out of existence. Excellent. We have taken some damage over here. Nothing too crazy, though. I think the commander, because we have 2 actions, we can fire the main battle cannon twice. We could get in and just absolutely wreck these guys in the back. So I could come in here, fire a couple shells instead of using an ability. See if that wipes them out. Nope. 2 guys left. 2 guys left. Yeah, we'll just go for the one that I have the better shot chance at. Excellent. Back up. This Librarian Dreadnought's probably going to be a problem.
Can't talk. Got a battle to win.
Okay.
Where do you need us, sir?
Can you guys finish these 2 off, is my question. Taking an odd route around here. Got the Gray's ability. Let's just take the shot and see if we can pick them off, since they're hurt already. Nice. Okay. So that frees you up.
Right here, sir.
So we could just fire battle cannon shots. It's not going to do a lot to them, but we could push in and try to take out those other Hellblasters too. We can actually get a pretty good shot from here. That's definitely going to kill them.
Armor rolling out.
So we'll fire a shot at you, I think. Where do we want to go for you? Let's go for you. Not a lot of damage. Gonna roll all the way up. Let's finish off the Hellblasters. Okay, I was trying to get an action shot there, and just too many dead Marines in the way, apparently. Destroyed Marines and vehicles everywhere. Yeah, we'll have our other weapons off cooldown here next turn as well, so we can do a lot more damage very soon. You've already moved. You're kind of isolated. We still have a decent amount of firepower available to us. You're a major threat, but we have a tool to deal with it, I think. Well, actually, we could probably use you on this, because we've got the Meltas and stuff.
Whose day are we ruining today,
Oh, he's really damaged. The Meltas, do you have splash? No. But you are at optimal range. Tell you what, let's just nuke you down with the Melta.
Fire.
Pulverizer.
Rolling out.
Let's just blast these guys off their feet. It's like a big mortar, basically. Yeah, nearly killed them all. And I'm gonna mop up with my almost dead guy here.
We are taking fire.
Not a problem. Okay. You're almost dead, but I'm still gonna use you to scout a little bit here. Not seeing anything.
Whose day are we ruining today, sir?
Let's move on up.
Rolling out.
It seems like it's safe over here.
Understood. Ready to win the war, sir?
Can I get a good shot off? Kind of looks like that's a no. Right now it's a 52%. $76. That's probably as good as it's gonna get, honestly. Send it.
Firing primary cannon.
Receiving fire.
Okay, decent chunk of damage. I keep losing where my other character is here. So we've got the one tank commander there. There's the tank. Okay. Yeah, just zoomed out, it looks similar. Like, it's hard to see the guy sticking out of the turret. So I'm going to move up so we get the bonus. Stay there. I don't think I can kill anything that's still on the board with my last tank.
Awaiting your orders.
And then we've got you idiots. Just run on up. Not that you're particularly useful. Okay, since we just have the one gun available to us this turn, we can't do quite as much as I would hope. We could get another shot on the Librarian Dreadnought. He's probably going to get repaired by the Tech Marine anyway. I don't think we can kill the Tech Marine. Yeah. I could hurt him, but I can't kill him. So let's just do some more damage to the Dreadnought, I think.
Resistance detected.
Okay, that was not as good. Now, I could move up here and we'd end up connecting all the line to everybody, so I am going to go ahead and do that. So we do have everybody in here is connected to my tank commander. So we'll all get the stability and accuracy buff. Alright, that is it. We've done a pretty tremendous amount of damage and taken very little losses. The Chimera is about it. Taken some damage, but that's all. Did nearly lose the Sentinel, and we probably will before this is over. Here comes another airstrike.
Coward. Let him try to get
Softening us up again. There's the lieutenant in the back calling in those airstrikes. Repair coming in. Yep, unfortunate. Tech Marine running out like a maniac.
taking hits. Under fire.
I mean, I guess that's brave. He's just going to charge in and start wailing on us in close combat here. Which might hurt.
Cover is for cowards.
20, he's got another action. Oh, he's going to split it up. That is incredibly dumb.
The armor.
If it would have killed somebody, definitely take out an enemy. He's going to blow up in our face when we kill him. Which could be a bit of an issue.
Aye, enough of that. Cover is for cowards. Cover is for cowards.
Heavy bolter's doing a surprising amount of damage to my tanks, honestly.
Cover is for cowards. Cover is for cowards.
Yeah, I knew that was going to hurt, but that about what I
Got
expected.
your armor right here, sir.
Okay, we're doing all right. And Librarian Dreadnought up close. Do we have any tools? Plasma gun? Okay, not a good shot chance. Never mind. So we might have to move out and just take them out to the sides. I do have artillery. I don't really have any targets for them, though. Lieutenant is back there. We could go chasing him down. Tell you what, let's move in. We'll get a las cannon shot on the Dreadnought. My main gun, it does have decent armor piercing. What kind of damage estimate? 63 to 84. Or we could do just a boatload to you. Hit the land speeder, I guess. And I'm going to start looking for the lieutenant. Again, we could hit the Dreadnought. I think we'll use you for that as well. How's my health? Yeah, we're fine. We can survive him blowing up in our face. Could supercharge it. No, if I do, I'm likely to die, so just take a regular shot. It's not worth dying for at this point.
Search and destroy.
Can't really make it anywhere useful. We
Lining
could shoot
up,
the land
sir.
speeder, so we'll do that. Not that it's probably going to be necessary, but they've got nothing else to do, really.
First line, fire!
Taking fire.
Gonna take a look at this. If we go down, this is a very foolhardy action, I think, by the Librarian Dreadnought, charging into our tanks. Just a wall of death. He's facing to the side, so we could actually move you out without a problem. So, Mr. Tank Commander, how about... So from here... I might need that for you. Main gun wants to be at 5. So I can just kind of freely move away.
Armor rolling out.
So we'll do this. Las cannon. Good damage. Main gun.
Firing.
Go for the kill. Okay. Down he goes. A little bit of damage, not too bad. Let's fire at the Tech Marine.
Taking fire!
And I'm a little close for the bolter, I think. So,
Armor rolling out.
gonna back off. Fire up the heavy bolter on you.
Taking fire.
Nice. Bunch of kills there. Yeah, at this point, we're really just mopping stuff up. The lieutenant in the back just kind of cowering.
Whose day are we ruining today,
Well,
sir?
Mr. Punisher,
Rolling out.
gonna move in and I'll just absolutely nuke the Tech
On the
Marine.
way.
There we go. All right, we've got the las cannon. %70 from here. Yeah, I'll take it. Got us a hit. Okay. You rush in. Oh, there's a sanguinary priest back there too. Yeah. You guys suck. Just let everybody die out here. Since I see them,
Earthshaker is ready.
what's my shot chance? Am I too far away? 55%. We could fire multiple times. You know what? I'm going to give it a try.
Shatter the ground beneath them.
Since our chance isn't great anyway.
fire!
Hey, look at that. Direct hit. 2 more incoming. Okay. I mean, we hit the general area, but we did tag him a little bit for some damage. Pretty good performance from my artillery, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we've got the plasma guns up here, too. I feel like you're at a good angle. If I could use these guys to kill him, then we are in better shape. Alright. Vanquisher cannon. We're a little close. Plasma, we're a little far. Las cannon's not great either. And I'm at optimal. I think you're kind of in the way. You know what? I'm going to have... Let's have you get out of the way, I think.
Wherever you need us.
Let's go fire down range over here.
You will need more than that.
Solid hit. Still have other weapons, though.
Wherever you need us.
Get to optimal range for the bolter. Fire off the bolters as well. Alright, he's dead. Got the stubber if we want to try. Why not?
Taking fire!
I mean, that did way more than I expected. I think I said that before with the stubber. The stubbers are not great weapons. 2 armor piercing, 2 to 3 damage, but just a character with no real special armor or anything, so that's how it's gonna go. Yeah, our shot chance is better now. Las cannon, 89. Oh, you missed an 89. That is awful. Okay. Plasma, 73. I'll take it here, so we have to back off with the other gun. So if I want to get a shot like there, is probably my best. So move. 85% with the big cannon. Good damage. Okay. Basic Lehman Russ. Try to go with the las cannon here, take you out. Excellent. It's just the sanguinary priest left. I can't see him. That's too bad.
Watching this area.
Okay, we still have tanks to move up. We can just kind of cover the whole area so they can't really do much. Our main gun got a range of 6. might have a shot from here. We'll try. Bolter. Fire so much that, like, figure some of it's got to get through here. And I could probably kill him with the stubber, which is incredibly insulting. Yeah, look at that. Kind of jumped in there, goofy. Yeah, that was kind of a slaughter. I did not expect it to go that well. I figured for sure with the amount of plasma guns that this army has that we would take pretty massive losses. But we lost the Chimera. That's it. That's bonkers. The Sentinel should have been a kill. He should have died. He only had like 1 or 2 health left. But yeah, we just killed all of the plasma stuff before it really got a chance to do much to us, which I feel like is partially on the way they were being used, but they weren't being used super bad. They should have been on Overwatch or something, so we moved up. We could have been taking some shots as we came in or something. But yeah, just slaughtered them. So 3 for the Lehman Russ, 2 for the Sentinel, 3 for Tank Commander, 2 for the other Tank Commander. Yeah, just pretty insane. I did not expect things to go that lopsided, especially with this army. But part of it is I know what's in this army, and I know what I had to deal with. So the Inceptors are dangerous because they've got the plasma pistols. The Hellblasters are incredibly dangerous because they've got the plasma guns. And they did do some damage to us, but not anywhere near enough. The Land Speeders actually did a little bit to us. The Dreadnoughts didn't really get close enough to do anything. We kind of wiped them out right away. The Predators did some damage, but that was about it. So yeah, a very lopsided result. I'm a little surprised, but most of that I think comes down to just the AI not being great. But yeah, this has been a 3,000 point battle playing with the Imperial Guard against the Blood Angels. So next we're going to move on to the Imperial Guard fighting against the Tyranids. See how that goes. I can't imagine it's going to be much worse. I think at 1,000 points, the Imperial Guard's kind of weak, but then once you get to 2,000 and 3,000, they're much, much stronger. Your armies are much smaller. It's kind of easier to keep track of. So like this, it's kind of nice to have the tanks with lots of different weapons. So it was fun, but I feel like if you lose a tank, that's a lot of firepower that's gone. So as long as you can keep that going, you're in good shape. But if you start losing tanks, I can see how this could fall apart really quick for the Imperial Guard. But interesting. I might play around with this 3,000 point army a little bit. It's pretty good because it is right at 3,000 points. I don't know if I could do anything that great with it, but I might look at it, changing a few things here or there, possibly. Anyway, this has been more Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.